Eddie Vedder played Should I Stay or Should I Go on the ukulele that one time, 2 times, and now so can you. For Bruno, of course. Bruno, we had that conversation like 6 months ago, and here we go. By the way, I'm really sorry to hear all of my London friends who got the show canceled. That's like literally never happened for that reason. I heard Eddie lost his voice. The only other time it happened was when he was really sick. And then he did that crazy free show in San Francisco. So who knows what you're in store for? Maybe like a 5-hour Pearl Jam show. So positive out of a negative. Positive out of a negative. All right. Eddie Vedder had his distortion cranked on his ukulele. And so do I. I think he was using a pick too. So am I. Great. Ukulele strings are tuned in relative fashion, the same as guitar strings, just different notes. So the strings have the same relationship to the D, G, B, and E strings on the guitar, but it's guys can eat anything, G, C, E, A. So what you'll notice is some of the chord shapes will remind you of guitar chord shapes, including the very first one, which you'll recognize from guitar as A, or 2-2-2 on the G, C, E strings. 1, 2, 3. Then you switch to, this is, by the way, this is a D. And then you're going to switch to a G, which is a D. A G, which is a D shape. This is an A-shaped D. This is a D-shaped G. Fritz, when fed, has often said, I'm a Fred-fed Fritz. And Fritz is a Fritz-fed Fred. Dr. Seuss, anybody? Great, sorry, K. D, D, D. You can use one finger, you can use 3 fingers, whatever. G, 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 G. That's D-shaped. Back to D, A-shaped. 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. If you want to do your ups and downs, that first strum is going to be an up. 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. One more time with ups and downs. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I did downs that time. If you want to do the it's just open. Guys can't eat anything. A string. I don't know it that well myself. Hammer onto the 3rd fret. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1. D, 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 G, 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 D. Then when it switches, it's G, which is our D shape, to F, which you're going to recognize or maybe not recognize as a C shape. If we had one more string, we'd go, but we don't have one more string. So we got E string 1st fret and G string 2nd fret. You might recognize it as an A minor 7, but it's a F chord shaped like a C. So G, 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 F, 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 G, 2, 3, back to D. So come out and let me know. And that's A. A is the shape of E major on the guitar. So if we had one more string, we'd have this. But we don't. So we have C string 1st fret and G string 2nd fret. And that's it. That's an A chord on the ukulele. And that's all the chords. D, 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 G, G. And then the chorus is the same thing, but so it's D, A-shaped, down, down, up, switch to G, D-shaped, down, down, up, back to D, A-shaped, down, down, up, down. So it's D, G, D, D. Should I stay or should I boom, boom, again. And then switch to our G, F. D, G, and then end on A. This indecision's bugging me. If you don't want me, set me free. Switch to G, F. Back to D, G. yeah, so that's it. That's the whole thing. Yeah, the ukulele is tricky because, you know, a lot of them are so similar. A is this, and F is this. Even though A and F have very little to do with each other on the guitar, they have quite a bit to do with each other on the ukulele because of the lack of the rest of the stuff. Should I stay or should I go? Oft abbreviated by me as CISO SIG. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, you ukulele havers out there. This is my electric ukulele brand Riptide. Nothing to do with Vance Joy. Man, that's a bad song. But I bought this ukulele when I went into the store with this Epiphone Les Paul that I had, and I desperately wanted to change the neck. And I realized that the neck is not bolted on like a Fender. It's part of the body, so you cannot change the neck on an Epiphone. The guy told me for other reasons it might also be so people can't put Gibson necks or heads on an Epiphone and make it a fraudulent Gibson. But I was so bent on buying something that day that I bought this instead, and that was a great decision. It's great to have an electric ukulele for, maybe a gig if you wanted to bust out the ukulele. Well, Eddie obviously has an electric one, but they exist. So there it is, just plugged into my Fender amp. I kind of cranked the gain, and that's about as much as you get out of a ukulele. All right, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time with more stuff. London people, condolences, and like I said, I'm sure something great's gonna come out of it. So maybe you're really lucky. In fact, I bet you probably are. All right, goodbye.